So I'm like, okay, how much is the tank swap? Called the Canadian Tire that's just down the street from me. And they're like, okay, a tank swap is 20, it's like 25 plus tax. So it ended up being like 27 and change. And I'm like, okay, that seems fine. If filling the tank is, 20, 27 doesn't seem that bad. Oh. There was a I4 sock. There we go. So, yeah, ended up going there. Or I ended up being like, okay, I could probably just go to Walmart, and I bet you they'll have it. So, and I passed by a Walmart on my way, so it's like, I'll just do that. Fine. I'm cool with that. I really am. It's not a big deal. Right, I couldn't fix the cylinder head, and I got the new piston. So I just need a cylinder head and front exhaust section. Trying to remember and talk at the same time. It's just not working. Select that. Bastard. Ended up going there, and I'm just... I walk up, or I drive up. Drive past where they have it. Yeah, their price for the tank exchange, $20.88. So... yeah, it ended up costing me like $23 and change to swap the tank. And I was like, fuck off, really? I would have saved $3 if I had filled up the tank. Which I would still do. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to... I would still fill up the tank. Because I'm cheap. And I tend to use my charcoal grill way more than I would ever use the gas grill. Gas grill is more convenient, but the charcoal grill I just think is better. So that was that wonderful adventure. Yeah. And then we had our nice little barbecue, which ended up not using the gas grill. I'd forgot that the last year when I did it, I just had the charcoal grill, and I had run out of space on the charcoal grill, but it was because I did, I had a vegetable thing, I had, what else did I have? I had corn, I do corn on the barbecue, just all sorts of things. Was there another thing over here? Thought I saw another outline over here. Alright, I'm just smoking something. That's fine. That's okay. That is okay. So, yeah. This year, the only things that were on the grill were, hold on, why can't I put... oh, because I need to put these guys on. Right. I know what I'm doing. I know things. This year, it was just burgers, and a buddy of mine brought in... oh, hold on. Is that 88? Did I buy an extra one of these? But, hold on. I'm confused. Did I only take off 2? Yeah, I'm confused, so I'm putting it on. Like, why do I have an extra one? Thought I had to replace 2 of them. I'm really confused as to what the hell just happened there. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah, this year there was only a couple things that went on the barbecue because the last year we didn't actually end up eating most of the vegetables. We just kind of let them be, I guess. Hold on, why can't I put on... Oh, because I took off the ignition coil. That was what this was. Yeah. Right. Yeah, we end up having so much food most of the time. It is ridiculous. This seems like a really bad place to put the spark plugs. Like, wouldn't you think that having the exhaust manifold and the spark plugs at the same spot would be a little weird? Like, I would suspect in a case like this, they would go down the top. Oh well, I'm not an engineer here. I don't engineer these things. So, whatever. Whatever. Just kind of accept it and move on. So, and also, one of our friends is gluten intolerant. So that gives me a great excuse to experiment with, like, gluten-free pastas and shit. Because she generally doesn't eat pasta salads. But I make a point of getting gluten-free pasta so that she can have pasta salads. And I like to think that I make a pretty good pasta salad. You know, nobody's really complained about my pasta salad. Right, I gotta take it off. God, I hate these clips. Just irritates me so much. Alright. Let's deal with this here. Let's do air. Not air bracket. Air. There we go. Still I keep forgetting to use the tablet. God damn it. So all in all, we had a great barbecue. Great barbecue. Like, we get everyone to bring something. And it's always a good time. Always a good time. I burned myself. It's great. Because, you know, charcoal gets frickin' hot. What do I have here? Just you, and you. Alright, good enough. Alright, let's pull this off. Don't forget to take off the oil filter. You need to do the oil filter. I'm going to do that now. Take off the oil filter. Before I do something foolish. Just take all this crap off. Everything else looks more or less okay over here. It's actually... Oh, I thought you could examine those in the car. I guess not. Guess not. I guess I was mishtucken. So on my other channel, I've been doing a few other games. Released a couple videos for a couple different games. I've been running across some games that I'm not really a big fan of lately. One game, Mara, honestly has to be the worst game I have played this year. Just atrocious. Just a terrible excuse. And if I had an asshole watching that, they may point out a contradiction that I did, and I'll be honest, it was a contradiction. I think I even pointed it out in the video that it was a contradiction. Because essentially what I said was, this game for, you know, on Steam wanting money? No. That's not cool. If this was on, if it was on like itch.io, and they were like, hey, you know, this is my first game, you know, be gentle, I'd be like, cool. This is actually a really good game for, you know, a first attempt. But as it sits, you know, they're asking like $4 or something for it, but it's a piece of shit. It is a terrible, terrible ass game, and they shouldn't be asking money for it. If it was a, you know, free game, you know, somebody's just first attempt at a game. Did I buy the caliper? I did not buy a caliper. Buy the goddamn caliper, dickhead. If it was a free game, sure. I could accept it as a free game. You know, someone's first attempt, I'm not going to shit on you too hard. But you're asking money for this? I only needed 3. You want money for this game. You expect people to provide you with a fee for this mishmash of crap that doesn't play right. That's unfortunate. Now, there are a lot of people that, you know, their first game is actually really good because, you know, they take the care to, you know, release a game that isn't absolutely terrible. In this particular case, that was not the case, as is the case numerous times with numerous other, you know, companies. You know, you work on the game for a while, and you deserve something, right? No. No. Put it on something like itch.io, and if people... and put it on as pay what you want. itch.io has that option. You know, pay what you want. If people like it, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna give you some money. I would. I think that's a fair way to do it, especially if it's your first game. But if it's your first game and you don't take the care to put the time in to make it, you know, fun, don't ask for money. Just don't. Like, some of my favorite games were actually, you know, first attempts at making a game. Well, I guess not. Maybe, yeah, first major attempt, I guess. First real attempt. And what I'm thinking of specifically is engine power, fuel pump. Okay, that's fairly easy to do. That's just up in here. And find it funny that I have to take the fuel pump out in order to take the tank out. Can't repair it. Alright. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, ultimately, you know, take the time, make your game something good. Like, I recently watched, or I guess listened to, the Jim Sterling and Digital Homicide interview. Yeah, we'll call it an interview. Fucking joke of a thing. That's what that was. That was an absolute joke. Just terrible. If you haven't listened to that, check it out. It's on, what is it, thejimquisition.com. If you're not familiar with Jim Sterling, maybe now's the time to go look him up. He's not for everyone. He's kind of an asshole. But he's, you know, mildly funny. Hood, headlight, trunk. So hood, left headlight. That's the right headlight, dumbass.